Welcome to Atlantic Canada. Ever heard of a place where the tides rise and fall with enough force to fill the Grand Canyon twice a day? Or where ancient 10,000-year-old icebergs glide past coastlines as humpback whales breach beside them? Imagine a city, Canada's oldest incorporated, founded in 1785, where history flows through every street and building, shaping the present just as much as it shaped the past. In one province, 85% of the land is covered in lush forests, but it's the winding rivers that attract anglers from around the world. Another boasts more than 150 lighthouses, the most of any province, standing proudly along its 8,000 miles of rugged coastline. And then there's the smallest province, where a Latin motto, Parva Subingenti, perfectly captures its quiet confidence and timeless charm. This is Atlantic Canada, a region full of surprises, unforgettable experiences, and natural beauty waiting to be explored. Let's discover the hidden treasures of this extraordinary region together. Gros Morne National Park, situated on Newfoundland and Labrador's Great Northern Peninsula, showcases some of the world's clearest examples of plate tectonics in action. Within its compact area, visitors can observe textbook geological features that vividly demonstrate monumental earth-building forces at work. The park uniquely captures the process where the ancient North American continental margin was reshaped by the movement of tectonic plates. A large section of oceanic crust and ocean floor sediments was relocated and embedded here, creating a rare geological phenomenon. These geological structures combine to form a landscape with exceptionally high scenic and scientific value. Now, before we move on to the next destination, here's a fun question for you. How many provinces are there in Atlantic Canada? Comment your guess. off the calm shores of Western Shore, Oak Island is a compact green island known for its dense tree canopy. For more than 200 years, this seemingly tranquil island has been at the center of legendary mysteries and treasure stories. Legend has it that pirates or ancient civilizations concealed gold, precious jewels, or significant artifacts beneath the ground. Since 1795, the Money Pit has intrigued many as a deep shaft containing wooden platforms discovered at 10-foot intervals. Across the island, unusual discoveries like a large stone cross, a triangle-shaped swamp, and ancient tools and coins have been made since then. Many think the island's swamp used to be a cove, possibly reshaped by humans long ago. From graceful ospreys and charming puffins to colorful lupines and delicate Queen Anne's lace, the island is teeming with life. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. With 200 kilometers of winding waters in northern New Brunswick, the Restigouche River is a prized destination for nature lovers and salmon anglers alike. Originating as the Little Main Restigouche River, it is fed by tributaries like the Kedgwick, Patapedia, and Upsalquitch before flowing northeast to the estuary near Campbellton. From the Patapedia confluence to Chaleur Bay, it forms the natural boundary between New Brunswick and Quebec. In 1998, 55 kilometers of its upper section was recognized as part of the Canadian Heritage River System. Grand Manan Island, nestled in the Bay of Fundy, is a peaceful retreat known for its dramatic coastal scenery and charming fishing villages. Recognized by Reader's Digest as one of the world's 7 best small islands, it offers visitors uncrowded beaches, rugged cliffs, and sweeping ocean views. A 33-kilometer coastal highway runs the length of the island, passing lighthouses, scenic lookouts, and quiet coves along the way. Hikers and cyclists will find a variety of trails and coastal routes to explore the island's natural beauty. The traditional character of the island is visible in its busy working harbors and heritage fishing methods like the herring weir. Summer festivals, art shops, and craft studios add a vibrant local culture to the quiet island atmosphere. Scenic roads and quiet coastal trails invite visitors to slow down and discover the island's peaceful corners at their own pace. History enthusiasts will enjoy the island's museum and preserved maritime landmarks. The landscape here has long attracted painters and photographers, inspired by its raw, unspoiled beauty. Where scenic coastlines meet historic roots and authentic charm, Grand Manan Island stands out as a truly distinct maritime getaway. Few routes in Canada compare to the breathtaking views found along the Cabot Trail. Around 298 kilometers long, this scenic loop follows the northern tip of Cape Breton Island, showcasing cliffs and highland terrain. As it moves through Cape Breton Highlands National Park, the road showcases dramatic scenes of mountain peaks alongside sparkling ocean views. John Cabot, who made his Atlantic crossing in 1497, is the namesake of the trail. Though he likely touched down in Newfoundland, the name still represents the spirit of discovery that defines this place. Dating back to 1932, this road seems designed for leisurely contemplative travel. Each curve reveals a new panorama that is both serene and untamed, radiating great power. Between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick lies the Bay of Fundy, where tides crash with thunderous force. Daily, the water level changes by more than 50 feet, exposing rugged underwater rocks only to engulf them again. Two times every day, the movement of 100 billion tons of seawater sculpts the coast and causes the ground to tremble. On rivers feeding the bay, tidal bores push waves upstream, reversing the natural order of the water's movement. Miles of soft mudflats appear at low tide, with little crabs scurrying about and sea lettuce gently waving in the wind. Fossils from some of the world's earliest dinosaurs lie buried in Burncoat Head's cliffs, and ancient trees remain frozen in time at Joggins. Meaning open way and waves at the head of the bay. These names were bestowed on this place by the Mi'kmaq and Passamaquoddy peoples long ago. Coming from the French word fendu, meaning split, the name Fundy reflects the bay's dramatic opening with each tide, Have you ever witnessed the tides at the Bay of Fundy? If yes, comment 2. If no, comment 4. Rather than just one, Carter's Beach includes 3 separate beaches linked side by side on Nova Scotia's southern coast. Because the beaches face various directions, windy days rarely stop you from finding a sheltered sunny spot to enjoy. Soft white sand and shallow gentle waters make the crescent-shaped first beach an excellent spot for wading. The tidal river that divides the second beach is ankle-deep at low tide, yet it can deepen to waist level as the tide comes in. Located in a 97-hectare natural park, Carter's Beach is where calm wilderness meets moments you'll never forget. Breathtaking, remote, untamed. Cape d'Or stuns with dreamlike views, but getting there is a challenge. It's one of Nova Scotia's most secluded locations. Carved by ancient lava over 200 million years ago, the black basalt cliffs soar 200 meters above the ocean below. Years later, a New York firm invested millions to develop a copper mine here, complete with tunnels, rail lines, and a village for workers. However, the copper deposits proved limited, and by 1907 the mine had closed and the village lay deserted. We gather info from many sources. If something seems off, or you've got more to add, drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Long ago, the Mi'kmaq people named this island Unamaki, the land of fog. For centuries before Europeans arrived, the Mi'kmaq lived across Cape Breton Island, fishing in the cold Atlantic and gathering herbs from the forests. They held council at Minikoo, now the Potlotek Reserve, which remains the center of Mi'kmaq governance today. In 1497, John Cabot is believed to have first sighted land near Cape Breton's eastern shore. Later, French settlers called the island Ile Royale and built strongholds to defend it. In 1758, British forces captured the island, and in 1763, Cape Breton was formally handed over in the Treaty of Paris. By 1820, the island reunited with Nova Scotia, but the name Cape Breton stayed, likely linked to Basque or Breton fishermen from France. The Cape Breton Regional Municipality includes places like Sydney and Glace Bay, where coal mining and maritime heritage shape daily life. Just off the shore, about 3 kilometers from the mainland, lies a tranquil treasure called Port Mouton Island. It is the largest privately owned island along North America's east coast. Covering 988 acres, roughly 75% of the island is blanketed by lush, peaceful forest. There are even plans to clear some trees to create space for a small airstrip. The island benefits from a mild Atlantic climate, with warm and pleasant temperatures between May and October. Thanks to the Gulf Stream, temperatures range from 18 to 30 degrees Celsius, ideal for a summer retreat. Calm, inviting, and rich in natural beauty, Port Mouton Island is where nature blends with comfort, making every moment feel enchanting. Five Islands Provincial Park is a beautiful place located right on the Bay of Fundy. Here, giant sea cliffs rise 300 feet high, overlooking the world's highest tides. You'll see the 5 legendary islands floating just offshore, each shaped by centuries of crashing tides and ancient rock. When the tide rolls out, it reveals vast mudflats beneath the cliffs. But be careful, the Fundy tides return fast and fierce. Always check tide times before venturing too far. Visitors come to hike, camp, hunt for seashells, and go ocean kayaking. You can also discover quiet beaches that few people visit, perfect for exploring. Peggy's Cove Lighthouse is one of the most famous and possibly the most photographed lighthouses in Canada. It stands on a large granite rock formation in the small fishing village of Peggy's Cove, along Nova Scotia's south shore. The current lighthouse was built in 1915, replacing the original wooden one from 1868. That first wooden lighthouse had a red light powered by a kerosene lamp and a shiny mirror to guide ships into St. Margaret's Bay. In 1914, the concrete tower we see today was constructed, keeping the same distinctive 8-sided shape. The color of the light changed several times over the years, but returned to classic red in 2007 to comply with international standards. Visitors used to send postcards from a tiny post office inside the lighthouse, featuring a special lighthouse-shaped stamp. Because of heavy tourism, a safe viewing area was added in 2021, so guests can enjoy the scenery without climbing on dangerous rocks. Today, Peggy's Cove Lighthouse continues to be a beloved symbol of Nova Scotia's maritime heritage. Many visitors are drawn not only by the lighthouse itself, but also by the dramatic ocean waves crashing against the surrounding granite. On stormy days, the powerful surf can reach incredible heights, creating both awe-inspiring views and real safety risks. Local legends tell of a young girl named Peggy who survived a shipwreck nearby, inspiring the name Peggy's Cove. Artists and photographers from around the world come here to capture the raw beauty of the rugged coastline and ever-changing skies. Despite its popularity, Peggy's Cove remains a quiet fishing village with fewer than 50 year-round residents. Do you know any stories or legends about Peggy's Cove Lighthouse? If you do, please share them so everyone can learn. Long Lake stretches out like a peaceful mirror, just a few kilometers from Halifax's bustling downtown. The lake we see today wasn't always like this. Its shape and size were altered by a large dam built almost a century ago. That dam still stands on the eastern shore, holding back water that once flowed directly into Halifax's water supply. An underground pipeline connects Long Lake to nearby Spruce Hill Lake and the Chain Lakes. Before becoming a park, Long Lake was part of the city's drinking water system and was completely closed to the public. Because of this, the shoreline remained wild for many years. No cottages, no roads, just quiet forests surrounding clear, deep water. The lake is quite deep in some areas, with dark, cold pools that once helped keep the water pure and fresh. Currently, Paddlers and swimmers alike relish the tranquil waters that once sustained an entire urban area. At the gateway to St. John's Harbor, the current Fort Amherst Lighthouse marks the third lighthouse erected on this notable site. Its origins trace back to 1813, making it Newfoundland's first lighthouse, originally constructed inside a British military fort to protect valuable fishing grounds. Over the years, the lighthouse has played a vital role in guiding ships during major conflicts, including the War of 1812 and both World Wars. The current wooden tower, built in 1951, reflects a classic Canadian design, a square, tapered wooden structure known for its resilience and practicality. As one of the first landmarks seen by vessels entering the harbor, it remains a symbol of the region's deep maritime identity. Just a 20-minute drive from the inn, this rocky beach offers a wild, unspoiled stretch of Atlantic coastline. Surrounded by sweeping views and the rhythmic crash of waves, it's the perfect setting for a quiet afternoon escape. Far from the crowds, this beach is ideal for those who prefer solitude, rugged beauty, and the sound of the sea. Just off Cape Breton's rugged coast lies Scatarie Island, a land carved by storms, shipwrecks, and centuries of conflict. In 1629, Scottish settlers established Fort Rosemar here, only to have it destroyed months later by a sudden French assault. For centuries, these shores were more than picturesque. They held great strategic importance. The Brier Island Lighthouse, an 18-meter reinforced concrete tower, marks the entrance to the Bay of Fundy and has stood as a beacon since its construction in 1944, though its origins trace back to 1809. As a heritage lighthouse, it holds significant historical value, playing a key role in the development of navigation in the Bay of Fundy and supporting the fishing and shipping industries of the region. Its architectural design is notable for its octagonal tapered structure and unique red and white color scheme, making it a striking landmark and a symbol of the island's maritime heritage. Perched along the rugged coast of Fogo Island, Joe Batt's Arm presents a striking and colorful coastal village scene. The contrast between the bold reds of the buildings and the cool teals of the ocean creates a captivating visual energy. Behind the shoreline, cheerful homes in soft pastels and bright hues climb gently toward a lush, green-topped hill. A single house with a vivid green roof sits atop the hill, adding character and a quiet focal point to the landscape. The rocky terrain and rolling hills lend a sense of motion, guiding the eye through the village and out toward the sea. Fredericton's rich history stretches back thousands of years. Originally inhabited by the Wolastoqiyik people before French and British settlers arrived. Long before the city was founded in the 1780s, the Wolastoqiyik and Mi'kmaq peoples used the land seasonally for hunting, fishing, and farming. The area remains part of traditional Wolastoqiyik territory, recognized through treaties promoting peace and mutual respect. French fur traders established Fort Nashwauk in 1692, and Acadians fleeing British expulsion settled nearby in the early 18th century. The arrival of United Empire Loyalists in 1783 led to the formation of New Brunswick as a separate province, with Fredericton becoming its capital in 1785. Though initially small, Fredericton was named a cathedral city in 1845 and officially incorporated 1848. Over time, the city grew through amalgamation with surrounding communities, expanding both in size and population. Fredericton thrives as a center for government, education, and knowledge-based industries, making it one of the fastest-growing cities in Atlantic Canada. The MacKay Dam, located near Fredericton, plays a crucial role in managing water flow and supporting local ecosystems along the river. Its sturdy structure helps regulate seasonal flooding while providing a scenic spot for visitors and residents alike. Just downstream, the walking bridge offers a peaceful crossing over the river, connecting key parts of the city for pedestrians and cyclists. This bridge is not only functional, but also a popular place to enjoy stunning views of the water and surrounding nature. Did you know there's a village named in honor of a shipwreck survivor? Not far from Halifax lies Peggy's Cove, a quaint fishing village bursting with rocky beauty, ocean waves, and local legends. According to local tales, the area was named after Peggy, a young shipwreck survivor from nearby waters. Six families laid the foundation of the village in 1811, sustaining themselves through fishing and farming. Still a genuine fishing village, it has grown into one of the most beloved tourist spots in Nova Scotia. Glaciers shaped these huge granite rocks millennia ago, leaving behind visible scars on the ground. Built in 1868, the lighthouse commands the edge of the land, guiding maritime traffic and inviting visitors ashore. To protect visitors, a large wooden viewing area was added in 2021, allowing worry-free wave watching. Be cautious. Waves can come unexpectedly, even on bright day, so keep to the dry rocks and soak up the view safely. Picture a town frozen in time, with more than 70% of its buildings still standing, as they did hundreds of years ago. Discover Lunenburg, Canada's charming time capsule straight from the past. This area was home to Mi'kmaq and Acadian people who fished and farmed side by side long before the British arrived in 1753. When the British established the settlement, they brought 1,400 Protestants from Europe, many upset over broken land agreements. Their rebellion came just 1 year after settling. Armed and defiant, the settlers established a mini-republic that was quickly dismantled by British soldiers. That wasn't the last moment of unrest in Lunenburg. A raid by the Mi'kmaq and Malecite in 1756 left the town in ruins. American privateers attacked the town again in 1782 amid the Revolutionary War. Yet, after each attack, Lunenburg rose again, growing even stronger. Fishermen took to the boundless ocean, and shipbuilders created maritime legends, including the famed Blue Nose schooner. While pretending to fish, locals quietly transported illegal liquor across the sea during Prohibition in the United States. Bold red and blue houses, many constructed long before Canada became a nation, now line the town's streets. Looking down, the town reveals its historic British grid pattern from the 1700s, which has stayed mostly the same through the years. In 1917, an enormous explosion from a ship collision in Halifax Harbor broke windows up to 100 kilometers from the site. Prior to the invention of nuclear arms, it stood as the most massive man-made detonation. Close to 2,000 people died, and many others were hurt. Out of that disaster rose a strong sense of resilience, unity, and a lasting spirit that endures today. Welcome to Halifax, the vibrant core of Nova Scotia and the spirit of Atlantic Canada. Before the British settled here, the Mi'kmaq referred to this place as Kjipuktuk, meaning Great Harbor. More than a simple name, it stood as a beacon for trade, travel, and life along the shoreline. In 1749, the British founded Halifax as a new capital, building forts to protect it from attacks. Even today, a walk up Citadel Hill lets you sense the deep history etched into its stone walls. With time, Halifax established itself as a crucial maritime hub, thanks to its ability to stay ice-free while others froze in winter. It emerged as a powerhouse of trade, shipbuilding innovation, and military influence. Modern Halifax, with its academic institutions, cultural landmarks, and scenic waterfront, still carries a strong sense of its historical identity. Woven into the fabric of the city are stories, some painful, others inspiring, but all part of its identity. What if I told you there's a city with more lakes than the number of Starbucks in some countries? Welcome to Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, also known as the City of Lakes. Just a quick ferry trip from downtown Halifax, Dartmouth features 23 freshwater lakes, many perfect for kayaking, swimming, and windsurfing during the summer months. Before it became a popular weekend retreat, the Mi'kmaq called this area Ponamogoatiche, meaning salmon place, due to the once abundant fish in the harbor. The British landed in 1750 on the ship Alderney and established the first settlement here, despite ongoing conflicts with the Mi'kmaq and Acadians. In the 19th century, Dartmouth evolved from quiet farmland into an industrial town, fueled by shipbuilding and rope manufacturing. Then, in 1955, the Angus L. MacDonald Bridge connected it to Halifax, sparking rapid growth as people flocked in and suburbs quickly expanded. The A. Murray-MacKay Bridge is a massive suspension bridge linking Halifax and Dartmouth in Nova Scotia. Locals refer to it as the New Bridge, even though it first opened in 1970. It supports around 52,000 vehicles daily and is the only bridge in the region that permits large trucks and semi-trailers. Stretching 1,200 meters, it was the first bridge in North America to feature a special steel deck that made it both strong and lightweight. It was also among the first bridges to undergo wind tunnel testing, helping engineers assess how weather conditions might impact it. When it opened, the public was thrilled. It was viewed as a major advancement for both cities. However, the bridge's history is complex, as its construction led to the displacement of the Black community of Africville. Now, more than 50 years later, engineers warn the bridge is aging and may require a complete rebuild within the next 20 years. Bedford is a tranquil suburban neighborhood located just outside Halifax, resting on the shores of the scenic Bedford Basin. Founded in 1750, it has developed into a family-oriented community with around 23,000 residents. The old highway here was once dotted with charming motels and eateries, greeting travelers from near and far. Nowadays, Bedford is recognized for its peaceful streets, quality schools, and some of the priciest waterfront properties in the area. Baddeck is a tranquil village on Cape Breton Island, often described as both the start and finish of the iconic Cabot Trail. Nestled beside the shimmering Bras d'Or Lake, it's an ideal destination for sailors and anyone who appreciates peaceful scenery. The name Baddeck originates from the Mi'kmaq word Baddeck, meaning place with an island nearby, referring to Kidston Island. With its serene waters, rolling green hills, and rich heritage, Baddeck is where history and natural beauty coexist harmoniously. Just a short stroll from Carter's Beach, there's a small river that feels like it belongs in a dream. Its water is a gentle clear blue, almost as if the sky had softly fallen to rest. The river flows calmly through fields of vibrant green grass, dancing in the breeze Everything here seems peaceful, as if time itself slows down a bit. You can hear the water's soft murmur and birds singing from nearby trees. It's the kind of place that invites you to take a deep breath and simply stay a while. Some visitors walk barefoot along the riverbank, feeling the cool grass beneath their feet. It's simple, serene, and quietly enchanting, a hidden gem of nature's charm. In the center of downtown Halifax rises a church that seems straight out of a fairy tale. This is St. Mary's Cathedral Basilica, the largest Catholic church in the Archdiocese of Halifax-Yarmouth. Its towering granite spire, soaring 189 feet, is the tallest granite spire in all of North America. Few cities by the sea offer such a seamless blend of deep-rooted history, thriving culture, and breathtaking natural surroundings. Neighborhoods here range from lively and urban to calm and residential, offering something for every kind of lifestyle. The energy of the city is balanced by peaceful green spaces, walking trails, and quiet spots to pause and reflect. In Nova Scotia, the sea is never far away. Wherever you go, the coastline always beckons. With more than 13,000 kilometers of shoreline, there are beaches of all kinds waiting for exploration. Some areas are calm and deep, with dark blue waters that seem to absorb the light. Others are wild, with massive waves crashing against the rocks, full of raw energy. Take a scenic drive along the Cabot Trail or stroll along the shore. Each step is a new adventure. If you're lucky, you might spot a whale swimming nearby, or even a pod of playful white dolphins racing alongside your boat. Nova Scotia's coast isn't just something you see. It's an experience that stays with you, deep in your soul. Newfoundland and Labrador is a province in Atlantic Canada known for its blend of English, Irish, French, and Indigenous cultures. For thousands of years, Indigenous groups such as the Maritime Archaic Indians thrived in the region, hunting and fishing. Vikings arrived around the start of the last millennium, marking the first European exploration of the area. However, European exploration didn't intensify until John Cabot's voyage in 1497, opening the door to settlement. St. John's, one of the oldest cities in North America, reflects the creative spirit of the early settlers. Newfoundland and Labrador remained under British rule for centuries, only joining Canada in 1949. Today, the province benefits from offshore oil production, creating a deep connection with the ocean that sustained it. Historical sites like the rooms in St. John's showcase the province's extensive collection of artifacts, art, and historical records. L'Anse aux Meadows, where Vikings established the first known Norse settlement in North America, was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The maritime archaic Indians left behind ancient burial mounds in Labrador, some of which date back 7,500 years. Cupid's, Canada's oldest English colony, witnessed the first English birth in North America, marking a significant milestone in colonial history. The Ryan premises in Battle Harbor celebrate the fishing heritage that sustained the province for centuries. The province's rugged coastline and historical depth make it a unique destination, rich in both culture and natural beauty. When European explorers, including Samuel de Champlain, first arrived on the shores of what is now New Brunswick, they encountered the Malecite and Mi'kmaq peoples. These indigenous groups had been living along the rivers and coasts of the region for thousands of years, building rich cultural traditions. Early French pioneers began establishing settlements, and the region soon became known as Acadia, a vibrant part of French colonial territories. In the late 1600s and early 1700s, escalating tensions between the French and British empires led to New Brunswick's cession to Great Britain in 1710. After the final defeat of the French in 1755, the British expelled over 5,000 Acadians from the region, forcing them into exile. Some Acadians found refuge along the remote coastline of the Gulf of St. Lawrence and Baie de Chaleur, where they established new settlements. This area, known as the Acadian Peninsula today, became a thriving hub for Acadian culture and community. In 1783, after the American Revolution, thousands of refugees loyal to the British Crown landed at the mouth of the St. John River, fleeing persecution. These refugees, not only British but also German, Dutch, and Black loyalists, helped populate New Brunswick. Some of the Black loyalists were freed slaves, while others brought enslaved people with them. By 1785, so many settlers had arrived in the area that the British Crown granted a charter to St. John, officially making it Canada's first incorporated city. The capital of New Brunswick was established upriver in Fredericton, marking the beginning of New Brunswick's formal governmental structure. Scottish and Irish settlers began arriving in the early 1800s, many fleeing the devastating effects of the potato famine in their homeland. In the 1870s, a small number of Danish settlers arrived, contributing to the province's diverse population. A significant wave of Jewish immigrants came through the port of St. John between the 1890s and the First World War. New Brunswick's historical evolution was deeply shaped by these waves of immigration and the cultural exchange that followed. In 1867, New Brunswick became a founding province of the Dominion of Canada, joining Ontario, Quebec, and Nova Scotia. To address long-standing inequalities faced by the French-speaking population, New Brunswick officially became a bilingual province in 1969. This recognition of both English and French languages played a crucial role in the province's cultural and political development. New Brunswick's unique bilingual status remains a defining feature of its identity, reflecting its rich history of diverse peoples and cultures. Prince Edward Island, Canada's smallest province, accounts for just 0.1% of the country's total land area. Nestled in the Gulf of St. Lawrence, it is separated from Nova Scotia and New Brunswick by the Northumberland Strait. The island was originally called Ipequit by the Mi'kmaq people, meaning lying in the water place. When Jacques Cartier first saw the island in 1534, he described it as the fairest land that may possibly be seen. The island's signature feature is its deep red soil, which has played a key role in shaping its identity. For centuries, the sea and the fertile soil have been the lifeblood of Prince Edward Island's economy. Its agricultural industry, particularly potatoes, has made the island famous worldwide. The island has long been a place of cultural significance, blending French, English, and indigenous traditions. Despite its small size, Prince Edward Island is known for its rich history and natural beauty. Today, the island continues to draw visitors with its peaceful landscapes, friendly communities, and vibrant maritime culture. As you leave Atlantic Canada, the memories of its rugged coastlines, quiet villages, and endless blue skies will linger with you. The warm, welcoming people you met along the way will remind you of the true heart of this remarkable region. From the vibrant cities to the peaceful islands, every corner of Atlantic Canada holds a unique story waiting to be discovered. Whether it's the rich history, the stunning natural beauty, or the taste of fresh seafood, Atlantic Canada offers something unforgettable for every traveler. You'll carry with you the sound of the waves crashing against the cliffs and the sight of the sun setting over the ocean. The diverse landscapes, from rolling hills to rocky shores, make this region a true haven for adventurers and nature lovers alike. There's a sense of calm and simplicity here, one that invites you to slow down and appreciate life's small pleasures. So, as you travel back home, remember that Atlantic Canada isn't just a place. It's an experience that will stay with you forever.